I hope you are doing fantabulous. Do you have an action plan in place to get you where you want to go? So today I want to share with you about how to create a prospecting plan. See, a prospecting plan is going to eliminate all that, what should I do with this guy? All that wondering about what is coming next. So let me ask you, where do you keep your leads? Like that list, that collection of people who have said, yeah, I might be interested, or no, really not interested. Like all of those, yes, no, good, bad, all those leads, where do you keep them? Is it a CRM? That's customer relationship management tool. Is it an Excel file? Is it some sort of sheet? Anything like that. See, those leads, what happens a lot of times is people get leads from somewhere. Networking, a referral, someone downloads something from the website, you name it, you get a lead. And super exciting stuff. We all love getting leads. But once that lead comes in, what do you do with it? How soon until you're looking at that lead on your computer and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I know I need to call you. I know I need to do something. I need to send you an email or something. What do I do, right? How soon until that happens for you? What we do is we create a prospecting plan, which eliminates that internal conversation up here, okay? So today's training is all about how do we eliminate that conversation. So the first thing you want to do when it comes to creating this plan is you want to identify what is the typical buying cycle of your prospect for your products and services. Is it something they start 9 months before they really need to implement it, or 2 years before? Or is it something that they start looking today and they buy tomorrow, right? That buying cycle is going to dictate how long are we working with this prospect? How long are we following up? How long are we nurturing them? And what do we want to do before putting them into our marketing campaign? See, the great thing about sales and marketing is they're a team, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. So in the sales process, this is a very high touch, one-on-one. Pick up the phone call, give someone a call, send them an email, send them a letter in the mail, stuff like that to get their attention. But at some point, it may get to, you know what, now's not the right time. So let's take this to email. So first thing you got to do is figure out, all right, what is that buy cycle? The second thing you have to do is identify who. Who is the prospect? Who are we going to help? How are we going to help them? How are we going to take them through this pipeline? See, because if you don't identify who you need to reach out to, chances are you won't reach out to them at all. Right? Think about it. Exercise right now. Write it down. Get a pen, paper. One person, just one person that you know up here you need to reach out to and you haven't yet. It could be a friend, family member, could be a prospect, could be a client, could be a vendor. I know each and every one of us have someone that they need to reach out for. For me right now, that's one of my good friends, Chase, that we've been in conversation and I let it go dark. I just stopped responding because guess what? Life gets busy. So homework assignment as of this minute, take action. I promise right after this, I'm going to reach out to Chase. You reach out to someone. All right. So you've got to identify who are these people that you're moving through the prospecting plan. Who are the people that you're working through this process with? So once you identify who, now you need to identify how are you going to interact with them? How are you going to engage with them? What are those touch methods? Okay, so those touch methods are crucial. They're crucial when it comes to how you're going to interact with people because you've got to give home court advantage. Home court advantage is when you show up and you say, you know what? Instead of forcing you to text because I like to text, you call them. Novel concept. You send them an email. You send them a package in the mail. You show up at their doorstep. I don't know what the method of touch that works best for your business will be, but I know it's not just one because people like to communicate in different ways. I am an in-person person. I love to be in person. If I can be in person, I want to. So if you're trying to sell me something, the best way to do it, show up at my doorstep and knock on the door. I promise you, anybody who cold calls me in person will get a meeting. I will tell you that right now. You know why? Because it takes guts. And I want to reward salespeople who go out of their way to make that happen. So you've got to determine what are those touch methods that you need to go through when it comes to engaging with these people, when it comes to moving them through the sales pipeline. So fourth, after you've determined the touch methods, you've got to determine what are we going to touch them about? What are we going to reach out about? Are we going to reach out about the weather? Are we going to say checking in? Or are we going to say, hey, we've got this event coming up. Right now, we're working on a prospecting challenge where we're going to take people through the exact steps that we go through to create these systems for our clients, right? So I could reach out about that to all my present prospects and be like, hey, it's a way to try us out, right? So that is a topic you can touch on. So what are the topics you could touch on? If you're having an open house, if you've got a trade show you're going to be involved in, if you've got a podcast that you're putting on and you'd like them to be a guest or to listen to a certain episode, there are so many different topics for you to choose from, but you've got to choose. It's a lot like when your brain is a filing cabinet, right? And so when you go and say, I need to talk to someone, you click into the topics option. And holy crap, there's a lot of crap you could talk about, right? There's the weather, there's the holidays, there's family, there's friends, there's business. And inside each of these folders is a whole nother folder, right? So you've got to go through this and think about, okay, how do I take advantage of this? How do I figure out the topic beforehand so I don't have to sit and wonder when it comes time to connect with this prospect or with these people, right? And that leaves the fifth step, which is you've got to determine the cadence, that touch cadence. How often between you reaching out is it? Is it every day? Are you going to call them twice a day? Are you going to call them every other week? Or are you going to send them an email every other month? What is that touch cadence that you are going to execute? And so if you look at the 5 steps that you're going through, so number 1, figure out how long do we need to nurture the lead actively. That's the buying cycle. Number 2, identify the prospects. Who are we going to talk to? Number 3 is what are the touch methods? Number 4 is what's the topic? What are we going to talk about? Number 5 is how often are we going to talk about it? If you line all that out right now, before getting into that sales process, guess what happens? It is so much easier. It is so much easier to follow up. It is so much easier to nurture those relationships through and get the results because you know who, what, how, why, and when, right? You know all those answers. So it's not like you're looking at this list and thinking, I know I need to do something, but what? What is it I should do? So that's what I want to encourage you guys to do. That's why I think it's so critical to build a prospecting plan, is because that plan is going to help you understand who I need to talk to, when I need to talk to them, how I should talk to them, what methods, all of that. So I mentioned this earlier. We are doing a prospecting challenge because in my business, Prospecting Done For You, we do these steps for our clients. That said, I am very heavily involved with my clients. So I only take on 3 clients at a time because I've found if I take on more, service suffers. And my clients don't deserve that, and you don't either. So what we're doing is we've got our 3 clients. We're putting a prospecting challenge to help people who need to do this, but I can't do it for them, right? So we're going to spend 5 days. We're going to be training 1 hour every day and then Q&A afterwards about what is the process we're going through. What are the steps we're going through? What are we doing to get results? I just today, one of my clients, I've sent 3 leads just today because the system works if you work the system. So join us. If you just type prospecting challenge, I'll send you a link, give you some more information on it. Join us because this challenge is all about helping you duplicate the system we've been testing and building for our clients for about 7 months now. And we're finally getting it to the place where we're getting results on a regular basis. So again, prospecting challenge, join us. It's going to be a boatload of fun. If you have questions, if you have anything sales related, mindset, leadership, ownership, anything like that, drop it in the comments. That's how we know what you need help with or what you would like information on. And if you don't need any help, that's awesome. I should come learn from you because I know I need lots of help. I'm super special, but that's how life goes, isn't it? All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. If I can serve you in any way, let me know and we'll talk to y'all soon.